Season into gear. Blackout Season 2!
Warsaw here.
This is Mocha.
Phantom. And we have a special episode for you. It's called... What do we call it?
I just say this is just... the episode.
Not the episode. Let's call it our Black Ops situation.
Our Black Ops situation.
And to conclude it, we'll also talk about how boring meetings can be.
Yes. Actually, let's start this out with the boring meeting.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're all graduating, but that's pretty much it.
I mean, we're not going to say much more than that.
But here's the bullshit. They set up so many rules for you. You can't even. You have to dress nicely. You have to wear regular shoes. No jeans. No nothing. But you're going to be under a cap and gown.
Well, the rules aren't necessarily the problem here. It's necessarily you can't necessarily express yourself. It's not really a graduation at all. It's just you walk across. You get a sheet of paper that stands for your diploma, not actually your diploma.
And something else pisses me off. And I'm thinking they're not going to let us do the tossing of the caps either.
Yeah, they will.
No. Knowing this school district, we will not be able to toss the caps.
That is true. And the thing that makes me so mad, it pisses me off, is the whole, you need to come to this 1 o'clock meeting and...
8 o'clock.
Yeah, well...
Point. Still the point.
No, I think we're talking about today's meeting. You know, the idea you come and then they're mailing you the same information that you're listening to.
Let's see here. I agree. But Magic 8 Ball, what do you think about the situation, about this stupid crap?
I think the Magic 8 Ball is just going to give...
Not a lot of things. Cannot predict right now.
Yeah, give me that. The 8 Ball appears to me. So, is this meeting really pointless? My sources say yes.
See?
Straight from the 8 Ball.
Can't lie with the 8 Ball.
Or can you?
Good point. But anyways, after this boring meeting, they told us, you know, if you did not, you know, sign up in your classes and the teacher did not sign out of the form, then you have to go sit in the gym for pretty much about 3 hours, you'd say?
Yeah, that's about a bit.
Yeah.
About 3 hours. So we decided, you know what, why be here?
And the obsidian division kind of got a little sneaky.
Well, our ninjas slash rogues were calling us.
Yes.
Yep. Now here's the sad thing. Our school that we go to has shitty security.
Well, if God forbid.
Our security is crap. If for example, maybe until being can walk into campus and the cops will be like, oh, he's a regular guy, and then 3 hours later, 30 minutes later, half the school's missing or dead.
I mean, yes, there's cameras, but these cameras aren't always going to catch the person.
That's true.
By the time, you know, the security comes on in, it'll be too late, and there'll be too many people dead.
And for example, Magic 8 Ball, what do you think about our security? Are they stupid as hell? Most likely.
Yeah, well, anyway, back to our mysterious plan. Well, our situation was, if you didn't sign up for any activities, then you have to sit there and watch. We're like, no, this is bull. We're going to sneak out.
And the reason why we have senior activities is because the stupid lower classmen had to do fucking state tests.
Yes, the standardized test. The lovely standardized
test. Oh my god.
Brought to us by No Child Left Behind.
Bullshit.
Is that your response to everything, Phantom? Bullshit.
Maybe Milka.
Because I think there's probably better words to describe it than bullshit.
Well, okay, it's not bullshit. It's more infamous, notorious. They could have really done away with it. What were they thinking at the point?
It was, what were they thinking at the point? This is totally ornery. This is very difficult. Problematic. Why even do it?
Indeed. And here's the sad thing. If 4 seniors can get out of there easily, I'm not surprised more than 4 of us got out.
Anyways.
But we did get a lucky break.
Alright. Shall we start this off with the recon, or shall we start this off
No, it's more like how we got out pretty easily. Because recon, we did recon, we planned, and that's it. The tricky part was actually doing it.
Yep.
Yes. Alright. So after finding out where all these guards were, we pretty much,
well, technically speaking, they were staffing, but that's not the point.
Guard, staff, whatever. We're calling this a Black Ops thing, so it doesn't really matter what
we're not Black Ops for the Obsidian Division.
No, I'm talking about the entire episode.
Point taken.
Fail. Very fail. Anyways, these guards were watching, and we figured out that there's only one guard we needed to worry about. He was on the corner of
a bandstand under in a fruity umbrella, if you know what I mean.
All we had to do was walk past him. So that was our plan. We'd
our
walk
initial plan, anyway.
We'd walk through the locker room and walk around him. Then we just cut in right there behind him, go to the parking lot, and get to the car. Well, after me and Phantom here got out to the bleachers and we started,
plotting,
planning, and telling, Phantom and telling Warsword and who else was?
We call him Smoker.
Yeah, no. We call him Red Bull, didn't we?
Yeah, we're gonna call him Red Bull. So Red Bull Smoker.
You guys will meet Red Bull later, but that's not the point.
Anyways, Red Bull was coming out with, Red Bull was supposed to come out here with Warsword. Then the announcement came on.
Lucky break.
The announcement telling that the standardized test was over for the day. So
here's the strange thing. Last year when we were taking the exit exams, we were in the classrooms all day.
Yay, classrooms all day.
So naturally, we got out from the bleachers and started walking over to the math building, or the west side of the campus if you prefer, and try acting like a lower classmen so we can just sneak out of there without being caught by the coaches who are running the activities.
Me and Phantom looked kind of young by ourselves,
What we call young?
Well, we looked young, even though we're seniors, we looked younger than we actually are.
Yeah, it's worse over here. We had a really tricky way to put off with the full-grown stash and all.
Thank God I shaved 2 days ago.
I got peach fuzz, but that's kind of expected on a junior kind of thing. But anyways, so we walk through the math building and we go to the corridor.
There we run almost into some trouble. I make the idiotic mistake of going past a superintendent.
Well, you didn't make the mistake. You were avoiding him, and he could have caught right on, but he chose not to.
Yes.
You see, Mocha and I were doing the smart thing, just keep walking, like nothing was going on.
Right. Walk towards the administrator and just walk. Anyways, as Phantom
let me know, I'm the good student, so I was kind of a little edgy on it too.
We're all good students here.
We're all good students here. It's just why sit and do nothing?
Exactly.
Anyways, we walk right past the lovely administrator and we walk straight out to pretty much Phantom's car.
And where Phantom was a dumbass. He opens his car and his magic dice, the dice that come in 3x6, all 36 of those dice fell all over the parking lot.
Yeah, and I had to hurry up and pick up 2 of the dice.
Only 2, you bitch.
I don't know what they're freaking out about.
I wasn't freaking out. It's just I would have said, just grab the dice and go.
Yeah, I know. It's just they're like really frantically being about it, but they have perfect shelter from all security.
Now here's the thing that surprised me. There was no campus police on the outside of the exits to the campus, which I found a bit odd.
But as Warsword stated later, he said that they had to be on campus for when they let out the standardized testing.
Yep.
And the bell.
Oh dear,
and the magic 8 ball goes underneath me.
No, it's not underneath you, it's right there.
Yeah. Anyway, what else do we want to add?
What else?
An important note. For our next round, we're going to be introducing 2 new characters.
Not new characters, special guests.
Not special guests, more like
new members to the Obsidian Division.
There you
yes.
go.
As you already know, there is Narnia, and to join us on the next ranking will be Crimson.
It'll be interesting seeing Crimson here. That'll definitely be sure.
Hey, it's a chick that plays games. We'll just have to wait and see.
Well, next week's episode is testing and female counterparts. This is Warsword logging off.
This is Mocha.
And this is Phantom getting a fuck you from the internet.
Why?
I have no idea.
What did you do to it?
Because you can.
Exactly. Peace out, y'all.